Okay, welcome to Fan Racing Radio. We are here today for the Five Flags preview for the ARCA East Series. They're having their season opener at Five Flags Speedway this weekend. And joining me is Jay Hughesman. Welcome to the show, Jay.
Thank you, Sharon. I know we got a lot to talk about this weekend when it comes to NASCAR and its other series. The ARCA Menard Series East has their opener, and then lots going on in NASCAR's top three. But we're going to focus on
Yes.
Pensacola here, Five Flags Speedway.
Yes, indeed. And we have a lot to talk about here with regard to Five Flags Speedway. And let's go ahead and get started. By the way, before we get into the notes here for Five Flags Speedway, I want to just mention that we are also going to be previewing, along with the preview for Five Flags, the ASA Stars National Tour is also racing this weekend at Five Flags Speedway. So we are going to be including that in our preview today with the ARCA Menard Series East. We're going to start with the ARCA East, and then after we finish that, we'll get into the ASA Stars Tour that's also racing out there this weekend. So with that, let's go ahead and get into the ARCA East at Five Flags Speedway, the Pensacola 150 pre-race notes. The ARCA Menard Series East kicks off its 39th season of competition in Pensacola with the Pensacola 150 at Five Flags. It marks the series' 8th visit to Five Flags Speedway, dating to the first in 2013.
And some of the previous ARCA Menard Series East winners at Five Flags Speedway, they include Ben Kennedy in 2013. In 2014, it was Ben Rhodes. Then along came Sam Mayer in 2020. Sammy Smith went back-to-back in 2021 and 22. William Sawalich in 23. And then last year, it was Gio Ruggiero.
Okay, well, we have a driver here who's making his series debut. Max Reeves, he'll be driving the number 18 Cookout Toyota, and he's making his first start for Joe Gibbs Racing. Reeves turned 15 in January and won a Pro Late model feature during the World Series of Asphalt racing at New Smyrna Speedway. He takes over the number 18 from William Sawalich, who earned the team its fourth consecutive ARCA East Series Championship in 2024. So a new driver for the ARCA East this year.
And a young driver at that. How about that? 15 years old.
15 years old with Joe Gibbs Racing. They see something in him, I'm sure.
Now, Carson Brown is going to be in the number 4 Pay Cafe EV Logistics Chevrolet. He's making his ARCA Menard Series East debut. He'll be driving for Hedinger Racing, owned by Chris Hedinger, son of former ARCA Midget Series champion Jim Hedinger. Brown will be doing double duty as he's also entered to participate in that Appalachian Sucker Punch ASA Stars National Tour Sunshine State 200 on Sunday. And we'll talk about that a little later. Now, Brown's crew chief will be Bruce Cook, who co-owned the 2023 ARCA Menard Series West Owners Championship winning team.
All right, so a couple of newbies entering the race this weekend. Now, Timmy Hill, he'll be in the number 56 Hill Motorsports Toyota, is making his second career ARCA Menard Series start on Saturday. His only previous start came in 2010 when he finished 10th at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Hill and the Hill Motorsports team have announced intentions to compete for the ARCA Menard Series East Championship in 2025. He has 498 starts across NASCAR's Cup Series, the Xfinity Series, and the Craftsman Truck Series. His father, Jerry, made 54 ARCA Menard Series starts between 1990 and 2002. So Timmy Hill's coming to the ARCA Menard Series. How about that?
I was going to say, mix it up with the young guys. He's no young chicken, that's for sure, but got plenty of experience. Now, relatively another young one, Connor Mozak. He's going to be in the number 28 Pinnacle Racing Group. He makes his first East start since a pair of top 10 finishes in 2022, which included a career best third at Iowa Speedway. Mozak, who's now racing full-time in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series for McAnally Hilgeman Racing, will take over the car that Connor Zilich won 4 of the 8 East races last year in 2024.
Oh, interesting. Now, Tyler Reif drives the number 23 Sigma Performance Services Chevrolet. He transitions into the ARCA Menard Series East a year after he clinched the ARCA Menard Series West Owners Championship for Central Coast Racing. Reif has already made his first start for the new owner, Joe Ferrari. He finished 19th after a crash in overtime, battling for the lead and the win in the ARCA Menard Series ARCA West Series race at Phoenix Raceway just 2 weeks ago. So congratulations to Tanner Reif. This will be his first start, I believe, in the ARCA East Series.
We're going to see him start jumping around and getting more and more rides, I think, in the future.
Oh,
Another one
yes.
is Man Motorsports. It's owned by Mark Noble. It is returning with 2 entries for the Pensacola 150. We got drivers Hunter Wright. He'll be in the number 95 Sunset Park RV and Cedar City RV Toyota, as well as Jackson McLaren in the number 96 JSJ Construction Arlico LLC Toyota. Wright finished 5th at Five Flags last year, while McLaren was involved in a crash in his debut with the team last year at Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park. So that resulted in a 25th place finish.
Okay, some of you remember Zachary Tinkle. He'll be in the number 11 Racing for Rescues Fast Track High Performance Racing Toyota this weekend. He returns to compete for the series championship for the 3rd consecutive season. Tinkle finished 4th in the series standings in 24 with a pair of top 5 finishes and 4 top 10 finishes. He'll be joined by Cody Dennison in the number 9 Flex Toyota, Mark Basham number 10 Double H Ranch Ford, Takuma Koga's number 12 Macnica Yit IKDO CKB Toyota, that's a mouthful, and the newcomer EJ Tamayo in the number 1 Tamayo Sports, Florida Amiki Engineering Ford out of Fast Track High Performance Racing Stables. So they've got quite a few drivers in the race this weekend.
And then you got Isaac Kitzmiller. He'll be in the number 79 ALL Construction Chevrolet. He's another 15-year-old, and he's the son of ARCA Menard Series championship contender Jason Kitzmiller. Now, he'll be competing for the series Bounty Rookie of the Year award. The younger Kitzmiller is a protege of former Craftsman Truck Series champion Ron Hornaday Jr. So there's a good one to get some advice and coaching from.
Yes, indeed. Now, Ben Kennedy, a lot of you know that name. He's an executive within NASCAR. He actually holds the ARCA Menard Series East track qualifying record at Five Flags Speedway set in 2013 at 17.125 seconds or 105.109 miles per hour. That's one of the things I really like about Ben Kennedy. He's a racer at heart, and he's been out there in the trenches racing, and now he's an executive at NASCAR. Kudos to Ben Kennedy.
Definitely think that plays into his role there of having that experience, as you mentioned, as a racer. So I think that helps kind of find that balance in between executive and racer. Now, Sammy Smith is one that holds the ARCA Menard Series track race record at Five Flags Speedway. That was set in 2021 when he picked up his victory at 76.694 miles per hour. And the race was 1 hour, 18 minutes, and 14 seconds.
All right, there are 23 teams entered in the Pensacola 150, the most for any ARCA Menard Series East race at Five Flags Speedway since there were 26 entries for the series' first race at the track in 2015. So pretty cool that we have such a full field.
I always like to see that. That means the sport is still thriving, and we mentioned some of these young guns that we got coming up, as well as mixing it up with some of the veterans we've mentioned. So now, if you want to catch the Pensacola 150, it'll be streamed live on Flow Racing Saturday, March 22nd at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 Central. Live timing and scoring data from all on-track activity is also available. That'll be at the arcaracing.com page. You can follow ARCA Racing, the at ARCA Racing on X, which is formerly known as Twitter, to get up to the minute updates and information as well.
All right. So, and I always like to encourage folks to go over to arcaracing.com because they have a lot of really great articles over there as well. And you can get the broadcast information. They've got a feature over there about Timmy Hill and his run in the ARCA East Series with intentions to run after that championship. And they also have some pit box information over there with drivers to watch for this weekend. So Ben Kennedy actually captured the inaugural East checkered flag at Five Flags Speedway back in 2013. And we mentioned some of the other people that win there, but you can also learn how you can find tickets for this race if you're out in that area and you want to get some tickets for the race. It is really good. And one driver that we didn't mention, Jay, is Cole Raz, fresh off a pair of top 10 finishes in ARCA Menard Series East competition. He's going to be in the field this Saturday aboard the number 76 Ford for AM Racing.
That one isn't listed. That's listed as a Kevin Sawinski on the roster I found in the 76 Kevin Sawinski Ford.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised. Cole Raz is a really good racer. And if he's in the field, people will have to keep an eye out for him. He's definitely one to watch.
And there, I don't know which way to tell fans. I had gone to the ARCA Menard Series homepage and pulled up the entry list. That's where I was getting from, where I said it lists Cole Raz in the 76 Cyclum Next Gen Travel Centers. And again, that is a Kevin Sawinski machine, crew chief by Ryan London. So,
Okay.
like you said, not sure where the latest change is, which one of those is the correct, but he will be there.
Okay, well, that's good to know. The field is limited to 22 starters plus provisionals, so this event will be won under the 25 ARCA Menard Series East rules and procedures, regulations, and specifications. For qualifying, there'll be 2 consecutive laps. No adjustments or repairs may be made on the car. After taking the green flag at the start-finish line, all cars must make a qualifying attempt. All drivers must practice before they can qualify. Brake pitting procedure, you can brake after or near the conclusion of lap 75. No adding or moving tires to or from the pit box once the race has started. They do have, per the rule book, a maximum tire usage for this event. Purchase plus from Home Tires, the maximum is 12. The maximum number of tires allowed in the pit box for use during the race is 4. So that is kind of unique to the ARCA Menard series for everybody, and we wanted to make sure you have that information as well. Anything else that you
And
see
this
that we
is
want to make sure we mention?
No, I would just say if you get the opportunity to go to Five Flags Speedway, very historic when it comes to the Snowball Derby, but a great facility down there in Pensacola, Florida. I would put that on your bucket list.
Absolutely. I know Sal is going to be there this weekend. So if you see Sal, tell him hello from all of us. He's going to be out there doing his job as a photographer. So really happy to know that he's making the trip out there.
Well, I know he goes down for the snowball derby. I didn't know he was going down for this race, though. That's great.
Yeah, he is going to be there this weekend. So that's kind of cool. All right, let's go ahead and get into the ASA Stars Tour because that's happening this weekend as well at Five Flags Speedway, and there's some things going on there. Um, let me start with the information that tells us when this race is going to start. The ASA National Tour Sunshine State 200 at Five Flags Speedway is a combined event with the ASA Southern Super Series and the track's Blizzard Series. Will begin racing at 2 p.m. Central on Sunday, March the 23rd. Qualifying will be at 12 p.m. Central, and there's an autograph session at 12:45 p.m. Central. If we convert those times to Eastern time, it's 3 p.m. Eastern time. That's the local time for the track on Sunday, March 23rd, qualifying at 1 p.m. Eastern, and the autograph signing session at 1:45 p.m. Eastern time. So we're now going to get into the ASA Stars National Tour that's racing out at Five Flags Speedway. Friday, March the 21st, Five Flags Speedway will have their season opener, which is the Outlaws Pro Truck Sportsman and Crown Stocks Grand National at 5 p.m. local time, and they'll be racing at 8 p.m. Then Saturday, March the 22nd, is the Menards ARCA East Series 150. That, of course, as we've already mentioned, is going to be on March 22nd. And then on March 23rd is the Sunshine 200 for the ASA Stars National Tour. They'll have qualifying at 1 p.m. The autographs at 1:45 p.m. Eastern, and the Sunshine State 200 at 3 o'clock Eastern time. And if you want to be there, the tickets are still available for those races. So Saturday's race is for the ARCA East. Friday's race is their season opener for their local track entries. And then Sunday will be the ASA Stars Tour.
All right. Well, let's see, which one are we going to cover? The Appalachian Sucker Punch ASA National Tour set. That is race number 2 of the 2025 racing season with the Sunshine State 200 presented by Appalachian Sucker Punch. And that will be on Sunday, March 23rd, as 28 drivers are set to battle it out for the $15,000 top prize.
Wow, that's a lot of drivers. The Sunshine State 200 serves as a combination race aligning with ASA Southern Super Series and Five Flags Speedway's Blizzard Series. Among the entered drivers are 9 track champions will be represented, including Bubba Pollard, and he is a 5-time Super Late Model Track champion, while Jake Garcia is a former champion in the Pro Late Model Series, and the Super Late Models youngster, Carson Brown, is the defending champion of the Pro Late Models, and Jake Finch is the former champion in the Outlaw division. So we've got some heavy competition about to happen out there in the ASA Stars National Tour.
Now, I mentioned this. 2 former winners of the Snowball Derby are also there, including defending Snowball Derby winner Caden Honeycutt, as well as the 2022 winner Derek Thorne. Other notable drivers entered include Stephen Nassy, the Appalachian Sucker Punch ASA Stars Tour point leader Gavin Bushell, and last year's Sunshine 200 winner Cole Butcher, as well as former NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series champion Johnny Stoddard, and the 2024 ASA Stars Tour Rookie of the Year Kyle Steckley.
Wow. That really ups the stakes right there. Fans who are unable to attend in person can watch the Sunshine State 200 live via Track TV, and they will be providing flag to flag coverage of the event. And at their website, they also mentioned that MAV TV will be covering this event as well.
Now, also, Sharon mentioned that you got the ASA Stars Tour National Tour Sunshine State 200 at Five Flags Speedway, which is a combined event with the ASA Southern Series and the track's Blizzard Series. They begin racing, that'll be 2 p.m. Central Time, Sunday, March 23rd. Qualifying will be at 12 p.m. Central Time with an autograph session at 12:45 p.m. That's also Central Time.
All right, so kind of exciting that the ARCA East is having their season opener along with the ASA Stars National Tour, and it's pretty exciting to see some of the big names that are available for that race. So I can't wait to see what happens there, Jay.
Me neither. And you know me, Sharon. I was like thinking about it. I know I already got a busy weekend. I was like, but I could possibly squeeze in a run down there.
Woo!
Like, no, I better not. I know I'd love to. I've been there twice, 3 times actually now. And again, it is a great facility. Put it on your bucket list and make sure you check it off. Don't just have it on your list. Check it off.
Check it off because Five Flags Speedway, I'll tell you what, Sal went down there for the Snowball Derby one year because that's where they hold the annual Snowball Derby. And he's been back every year since. He likes that track so much. And he lives out in Southern California. So it's quite a trip for him, but he makes plans to be there when they race. And he wasn't going to miss the ARCA East race at this track this year. So, fans love the racing at Five Flags Speedway, and we've really got to try to make it there ourselves, Jay.
Yeah, and again, you talked about the Outlaw division that's going to be running on Friday night. I didn't get a chance to see that. They got the Mayhem Modifieds and Mayhem, whichever way they say it. Another great race that they have there. A lot of great action going on. You have the big touring series here, but they back it up with some great local division racing.
And I will tell you this, when you go to the track at Five Flags Speedway, when the ARCA Menard Series is in town, a lot of drivers, let's see, our drivers are racing at
Homestead,
Homestead.
Miami.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if you don't see some of the NASCAR drivers showing up at the track for that race. Now, Sunday, of course, they're not going to be there, but you might see some of the drivers there on Saturday for this race. It won't be anybody from the Xfinity Series, but you might see some of the people from the Truck Series or the Cup Series that take the time to be there Saturday night.
And you never know what legends you might get to see because that's where I met Rich Bickle about 22 years apart.
So that's how historic this track is. So you want to be there if you can be there. Okay, with that, Jay, do we have anything else that we want to make sure fans know about?
No, I think we pretty much covered what we got for those 2 events. Again, great weekend of racing there. I wish I could. Like I said, the thought crossed my mind of running down there, but I know I just ain't got the time this weekend.
Well, I'm hoping Sal gets some interviews for us too. We'll see how that
Oh,
works out.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll see how that works out. But definitely looking forward to this race, and I will be watching and kind of keeping tabs on what's going on there. So with that, Jay, first of all, I want to say to everybody, thank you for watching. We do appreciate you taking the time to tune in to hear what we have to say. And we will be looking forward to seeing you in our next video. Watch for more coming soon because we've got a whole slate of previews that we're doing today. Next up is the Cup Series, the Xfinity Series, and the NASCAR Truck Series, all racing at Homestead this weekend. So we will see you in the next video. Take care and enjoy the races this weekend.